Hi and welcome to the Secretwargamer channel. My name's John and I'm hoping over the next few months to post some video reviews on different games that I have in my collection and hopefully will add to my collection over a period of time. I'm a returning wargamer, having been a player back in my teenage years, early 20s. Took something of a gap, really. Marriage and wargaming doesn't always seem to go together. So returning now, looking at some of the changes in the hobby, no longer dominated by Avalon Hill or SPI. For me, new teams on the block, but I guess they've been around for a long time. GMT and Victory Point, Decision Games, lots of good quality games out there and lots of choice. I don't have a huge collection, but it's adding, it's growing. I have many of the games that I played as a younger man, examples being classics like, or to me classics like the Russian Campaign, Third Reich, 3rd edition I have. I have Squad Leader and so forth. I also have some newer games as well that have been added to my collection recently. I've got a great updated version of Luftwaffe, which I enjoy playing, but also have No Retreat, Field Commander Rommel, and a very interesting game called Where There Is Discord, which is a solitaire game around the conflict in the South Atlantic back in 1982, and I'm really looking forward to doing a review on that. So over the years my collection kind of took a hit as we moved house and had to find space and so forth, so I regret losing some games. Kind of regret losing Stalingrad, which is a real Avalon Hill classic, not because it was a great depiction of the war in the East, but it was a good strategy game and there's lots of things to think about and things happening for something that had a fairly simple rule book. A game I really regret losing is Panzergruppe Guderian. I don't know what happened to that, probably went up the vacuum cleaner. That was a very enjoyable game. I had the SPI version of that. And one I really kick myself for losing, probably for financial reasons more than anything else, is a game by an Australian company, Panther Games, and it was a game called Trial of Strength. I had an unpunched version of that. I don't know where it went, in the bin probably, and that's, I believe, worth a couple of £100, so more fool me, huh? But I've never had a huge collection. I enjoy fairly straightforward games in terms of rules. I've never enjoyed hundreds of pages of small print covering the minutiae of every kind of aspect of the campaign or combat. I like playability and I do like realism, but for me realism is, does this game give me a good feel and flavour for the campaign that it depicts? As commander, do I have the same kind of challenges and decisions to make that the commanders at the time were faced with? And for me that's important. So as I say, a balance between playability and realism. So a game I've really got hooked on recently is called No Retreat, which is an army level simulation with the war in the East between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. Very enjoyable. I find it very enjoyable. Aspects of it I like, which I personally see as a change in the hobby, is the card-driven aspect of it. So if you're playing solitaire and you have 100% knowledge of everything your opponent can do because it's you as well, you've got these random factors of the cards, and if you play it sensibly, even solitaire without using the solitaire edition, you can get some great surprises that happen and decisions that you have to make. So there's a game I enjoy. So I set the channel up for fun. There are going to be far better games reviewers than me out there. You know, Calendar, Marco, to name but two. You know, they have great sites and give good reviews. But I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing it as I say, as a returning gamer. So got some quite old games in the collection. I'm looking to do a review on Turning Point Stalingrad. Third Reich will be a challenge. I haven't played that for many years. Hopefully I've still got all the pieces and can do a decent review. But having said I don't like reading hundreds of pages of rules, I might make an exception to that game. The other one I'm looking forward to doing is one of my all-time favourites, which is the Russian campaign, which is a great game by Avalon Hill. I'm not sure it stood the test of time, having looked at No Retreat. The game was very prone to draws, I should say. I think a very conservative Axis player could quite easily hold on for a draw. There's no step reduction and stuff, so the Wehrmacht was just as strong at the end of the war as it was at the beginning, which of course isn't what happened. But having said that, it's a great game and it'll be fun to do a review on it. So bear all of these things in mind. I hope you enjoy the things that I'm going to post. They're done for enjoyment. They're done to perhaps give people a bit of an insight into the games before going out and making a purchase, and these things aren't cheap, so it's good to get other people's views on them, I think. You'll get my interpretation on the rules where some interpretation is needed. So I hope, as I say, that you enjoy watching some of these videos. If you don't like them, don't tell me, just don't bother logging in. If you do like them, well, it'll be nice to hear. Thanks.